Welcome, Leo, to Spiritual Rebirth Tarot. This is Madelyn, and today we'll be looking at the reading for October 18 through 24. So it's so nice to have you here. This is a general reading, so if it resonates for you, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you can get more of these readings. And as we go on through this today, Leo will be looking at some of the zodiac signs in the extended, and so the link is below. So as zodiac signs come up, we'll look at those, and we'll also look at blocks and other things that you might be facing this week, and advice from your higher self. Okay, so let's start with the Animal deck with Colette, Baron-Reid. Look at the energies for this week. So here on this channel, we're really trying to look at the hope and healing in your soul path, in your soul journey. So let's take a look here. The turkey, give with gratitude and grace. It's kind of interesting. I've been thinking about Thanksgiving and what kind of plans I'm going to have. And the turkey makes us think of Thanksgiving and a giving of gratitude. And the turkey gives us a lot of sustenance and nutrition and gives of itself to us. And it's by giving of ourselves, it will help us learn that gratitude. And then the sandpiper, be playful. Okay, so there are 61 and 51. So that's kind of cool. They both have ones after them. So be playful. So the sandpiper, and they're both birds. So you may be especially watching for birds this week. So the sandpiper is going out. It's very playful. It's fun. Leo, and it really does a lot of fun things. So take a look at the turkey and the sandpiper being grateful and playful this week. So as we look at the chakra cards, and all of the decks that I use are down below in the description. So if you're interested in any of those. Creativity, which has to do with the sacral chakra, and it's number 10, which is 1, so it's coming to the end, and then it's also the beginning. So the sacral chakra, creativity. So it's kind of interesting because as you this is a beautiful picture. This person's kind of, I feel like they're very exotic. Creativity, you definitely, the sacral chakra, you want to think of orange, wear orange, hopefully you like orange a little bit, eat orange, dream orange, meditate on orange, and listen to some of the sacral chakra music. And the sacral chakra can be opened in many different ways. Certainly I think having a healthier sense of sexuality and sensuality really helps with that chakra. But also working in creative tasks, doing creativity. So if you find that you're being stifled in one or the other, you're probably stifled in both. And so it's time to really work on and cleanse that chakra. Okay, so let's take a look at the traditional Smith-Waite Tarot deck here. And so we'll start this week thinking about creativity, playfulness, gratitude. And some people like the word, what's the other word? Gratitude or appreciation. And appreciation, it doesn't have as many strings attached, they feel, as gratitude does. Okay, so in the center of the situation is the Six of Pentacles, which is all about gratitude and giving and taking and receiving. And then another 6, the 6 of Cups. So, and there's a, you know, the sandpiper is a 6 as well, playfulness. And this is kind of a playful picture. She's, you know, hanging out with her child. The thing that will benefit you, so that's in your base, in the family chakras, in the relationships, the lower chakras. The thing that will benefit you this week is the 7 of Swords. So it's the 7. And the death is on your mind in the crown chakra, the top. Oh, this is really cool. The outcome for this week is the 10 of Cups. So a lot of really happy energy here. It's really great. And then with the death card, you know, look, it has this beautiful sun. So, you know, obviously for some people when a death card comes up, it could be that there's something going on in your life, that either someone is dying or, you know, you are going through a really hard time or whatever. But a lot of times the death card has to do with kind of like dying to making room, you know, so dying to what's here to make room for what's coming. And so I like how, there's a fairy that is the death fairy. And the first thing it says about her is, if she didn't do her work, this whole world would be full of dead alligators and dead humans just laying around. Or no, I mean, it'd be full of live ones, you know, live alligators and live humans everywhere. So death is part of that cycle. You know, we live and then we die. The same with animals, the same with insects. Everything has that cycle. And so that's why I think that's why death kind of is a representative of making room for. So if everything was still alive everywhere, we would not have room for the new. So we couldn't have room for the new baby if we don't also have the death in our lives. So it's not necessarily a bad card. So we'll take a look. This is really cool. The underlying energy of this reading is the Empress. Okay, so she's a 3. You know, she really talks a lot about grounding, the sacral chakra isn't the base chakra, which is the ultimate grounding chakra, but it still is one of the lower chakras. So grounding still will really help with it. You know, sucking in your stomach is doing a lot of like hula hoop and the exercises for the lower abdominal. You know, all of that is the sacral chakra. So she still has to do with that. So that's really cool. And she also is coming to us and saying, you know, spend some time out in nature. Take a look at the birds. We have both a domesticated bird and a non-domesticated bird in our reading. So take a look at those. Okay, so the central message here is the 6 of Pentacles. So what it's saying is you might have to give something this week, maybe to a family member that you just don't want to. You feel like you've given enough and it's time for you to receive. But what you might find is that by giving, you receive more. And at other times, you have to set up your boundaries and say, I have given enough and I'm not going to give anymore. But if that is the case, you need to be very clear that it's a boundary you're setting and that you know it's the one that you need to make. So I believe that you will come up with a decision this week where you'll have to be giving something more than you want to give, and it'll probably have to do with the family. And instead, you want to go around collecting all the wealth and bringing that into yourself. So finding a balance of the giving and taking. And I think that's what this death with the, creating space. So sometimes giving helps us create space to receive. So if all we ever do is give, obviously we just get completely depleted. But the universe will say to you, you can, like it might say to you, well, you can always have 3 coins. And so you're like, okay, well, good, I have 3 pennies. And it'll continue to say, well, you can have 3 coins. Well, why don't you give me your 3 coins? And you're like, no, I have them. I want to keep them. And then the universe says to you, well, just give me your 3 coins. And so finally you're like, okay. And you give those 3 coins away. And the universe gives you back 3 quarters. And you've gone from 3 cents to 75 cents. And that's kind of what this death is about. And that's kind of what this six of Pentacles is about. Is, you have so much room in your life. And some things will have to go in order for other things to come in. But it might be that what comes in is so much more. It's so much more prosperous. It's so much more abundant. And Abraham Hicks talks about this. But, Abraham Hicks and Esther Hicks, what they talk about is this concept of when you are in that car, when you are in the nice car, when you are driving down the road in the nice car and you see another car that's even faster and nicer and you want to get out of your car and get in that car, make sure you don't get out of your car and then stand there and go, oh, I'm in the middle of the road, what do I do? And then and then eventually find the faster car. Always transfer from one car to the other. So learn how to be happy, contented. That's this one really. Learn how to be happy, contented, and full in the place that you're at. And then as you do that, you'll feel comfortable letting go and moving on to the next thing in your life. Okay, Leo. So in the extended, I would like to take a look at the Scorpio and also Pisces and Taurus. Okay, so let's look at those 3 energies in the extended. And then also, I'd like to look at the blocks and advice in that. So there's a link down below. Come on over for that. And thank you so much for coming to the reading today. And I'll see you in the extended and next week.